Thank you for coming in, Ansari, during the very tight schedule. You are really busy with the pandemic orders with your business. Jazakallah khair. And I hand over to Razin Rinos, who will be the host for today. Over to you, Rinos.
One second, sir. Just a second. One second. My camera went off. I'm so sorry. Am I visible now?
Yes,
Yes. Shall I start?
yes, please.
I am Renos of class 11, your host for the day. On behalf of Sanam All School, I bid a very warm welcome to one and all present here to the session with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening to one and all and welcome to today's session of Sana Inspire series with our honorable guest, Mohammed Damimul Ansari. It's a tremendous pleasure to welcome today's guest of honor, Mohammed Ansari, our correspondent Noor Labin sir, our principal ma'am, our guide Abdul Rahman sir, teachers and my lovely friends to an interesting session with an eminent personality today. We students will be able to seek guidance and imbibe something from his thoughts and actions. Let's start the session by invoking the blessings of Almighty Allah through a qiraat by Adnan of class 11, who is all set to recite a beautiful verse from Suratul Teen. Adnan, you can.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah Adnan. Very good indeed. I now call Muhammad Annan of class 11 for the welcome address.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our highly esteemed guest, Mr. Muhammad Tamimul Ansari, corresponding Nurul Amin sir, principal ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. I extend a warm good evening to all of you. It is my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all. I, Hannan, on behalf of Sana Model School, welcome an inspiring personality for today's session. It is a great honor for me to welcome Mr. Muhammad Tamimul Ansari, a man of vision, a fountain of illuminating ideas, an idol of knowledge and inspirational to all of us. We extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Today, yet another day where we students begin to learn through the eyes of others, to find out and experience what the world is like for them. It is also the day we grow bigger than our differences. A friendly welcome to all the students present here. I once again welcome you, sir, and wish you a wonderful time with us.
Thank you, Brother Hannan. It's time to listen to an absolutely beautiful nasheed by Muhammad Ahil of class 11.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars, praising all the full waters and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give it to shaitan. O you who believe, please give thanks to Allah. Allahu Ghafur, Allahu Rahim, Allahu yuhibbul muhsinin, huwa khaliquna, huwa raziquna, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is Ghafur, Allah is Rahim, Allah is the one who loves the muhsinin. He is the creator, He is the sustainer, and He is the one who has power over all. Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars, praising all these full watches and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give it to shaitan. O you who believe, please give thanks to Allah. Allahu Ghafur, Allahu Rahim, Allahu yuhibbul muhsinin, huwa radiquna, huwa khaliquna, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is Ghafur, Allah is Rahim, Allah is the one who loves the muhsinin. He is the creator, He is the sustainer, and He is the one who has power over all. Jazakallah.
MashaAllah, Ahil. Thank you for such a beautiful nasheed. Let me now call Jamal Hanif of class 11 to introduce our today's guest of honor.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening to one and all. I am profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Mohammed Tamimul Ansari. I know this one is difficult, but the thought that he's a man of virtue and simplicity, I feel elated to introduce him to everyone at this forum. Mr. Ansari is an alumni of Don Bosco School, completed his graduation in Commerce from Loyola College and Masters in Business Administration from the prestigious University of Baldwin, Wallace University, Ohio, USA. Mr. Ansari is an entrepreneur and business growth expert. He is a managing director of Ansari Estate Private Limited, owns and manages 2 hotels under the brand name Ramada Inn, Egmore, from the globally renowned Wyndham Hotel Group, and Marina Inn, a boutique budget hotel located in Egmore, Chennai. He is a managing partner of marinacard.com, an emerging online grocery store in Chennai with over 5,000 plus products and all top brands in the product list. To add on more to his list of accomplishments, Mr. Ansari is a director of Mohammed Ansari General Trading LLC, based in Dubai, UAE, which is an import and export of all fresh foods globally. Mr. Ansari is responsible for the day-to-day running of the business with a particular emphasis on sales and business development, making sure that the business continues to grow by way of developing new clients whilst maintaining its existing customer base. He is responsible for the profit and loss for the business, in charge of leading, motivating, and developing the management team. Being an entrepreneur, he undertakes innovations, business development, manages finance, and overall business acumen. I am eager to know more about him through his own words. I now hand over the session to the host, Prasin Renos. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanif, for the wonderful introduction. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. A successful person is a dreamer who believed in themselves. Amidst us today, we have one such great person. Yes, we now request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mohammed Tamimul Ansari, to address the gathering, and we are eager to know more about you. Sir, we all would love to hear from you now.
Am I audible? Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Salam to everyone. I would like to thank the management. I would like to thank my good friend Abdul Rahman for giving this opportunity to be with all you students. You students are very, very special. You students are very, very special for every entrepreneurs like me, because young minds, you are the one who are going to make the changes in this world. Whatever is happening, whatever has happened, students are the generation, present generation, which is coming up you are going to be the brain behind a lot of changes which is going to be happening in the upcoming world. So thank you all. Salam to everyone. And uh, special thanks to Abdul Rahman and to the principal and to the correspondents also. My company, Ansari Estate Private Limited, is a limited company which focuses on various fields, various sectors, various diversions which we are into. Our prestigious hotel is Ramada, Chennai, Egmore. It's a five-star hotel property. It's started in year 2004 by our late chairman, my father, Mr. N. Mohammed Anif. I am heading the property right now. We have two other projects. Other project name is Marina Inn, which is live in action, and the third hotel is by name Leisure Resorts. This hotel is the largest banqueting facility, open banqueting facility, which will be open after the pandemic ends. Our vision is towards growth. Our vision is to grow in this hotel industry, expand in this hotel industry. And in expansion of hotel industry, the good point I would like to put across to all my good students who are listening in this forum is hotel is driven by human resource. Hotel industry requires good human resource backup. Travel industry and hotel industry depends on good human resource. That's a very good opportunity for students. Once you have completed your schooling, there's a very good opportunity to specialize in hospitality, to specialize in tourism. The growth factor is enormous. I was very happy when Abdul Rahman told me to address you people, address the students. And one of this point was to put it across to you that how is hospitality industry is doing. Yes, there's a pandemic going on. Yes, there's a COVID-19 problem which is happening all around the globe. But inshallah, Allah Ta'ala's support, Allah Ta'ala's help, Allah Ta'ala's blessings, Allah Ta'ala's guidance is there. We will overcome this and the industry will get revived back. Apart from that, we are into other sectors also. We are into agro business. We are into exports and imports of fresh fruits. We are into e-commerce portal by name Marina Cart, which is catering to various services. Our model for Marina Cart is to bring all the products to the doorstep of every single household in Chennai. So this is the model which we have started in. And along with Marina Cart, our industry focuses also into agro business, which I also told you. We have a huge farming activity happening for drumstick plantation, where this plant is being termed as a medicinal plant, which cures a lot of neurological diseases. So a lot of inputs, a lot of study has been done, and our offices has been managed by professional people. We have a very strong auditing team, strong financial team, strong management team, which takes this company one step forward every time.
Thank you, sir. Now we will go ahead and take some time for the questions. Just a reminder to the students, those who are willing to ask questions to sir can type their names in the chat box and you can unmute your mic when you are called, or else you can even type the questions in the chat box. Sir, before that, I have few questions for you. What was Ansari Estate Private Limited into before entering into hospitality industry?
Ansari Estate Private Limited is a company which started its business in textile garments. And our late chairman, my father, was the person who entrepreneured in starting it. He has been traveling all around India to expand his business. Now, when he was traveling every destination, he found that the hotels which he stayed were not comfortable in terms of the size of the room, in terms of the facility of the room. So his ambition was to come up with a hotel project which caters to comfort, which caters to the needs of a traveler. So that is how the hotel was designed. So every student who are part of this interactive section, you will be all having your dreams. What are you supposed to become? What are you supposed to achieve in your life? The same goal, a good man by name Mr. Mohammed Anif, my father had a dream that he wanted to come up with a unique project which caters to the comfort of the travelers. Alhamdulillah, Ramada Hotel has got the largest room in Chennai. Each room is about 360 square feet size, which is being praised by guests staying in the property, saying that the room is luxurious in terms of size. So it is a dream of a businessman who's been traveling around every destination in India with regard to his business expansion, and that is how we ended up in coming up with hotel project Ramada Chennai Egmore.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, there is a question in the chat box. I'll read it
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
What were the challenges faced on starting a hotel in Chennai, as we have too many hotels in Chennai and it would be a really competitive for you then?
Hotel industry is a very challenging industry. If you look at the new hotels which have come in the city, it has mushroomed a lot. You have Hyatt which has come up. You have Courtyard Marriott which has come out. You see Hilton hotels which have come up. Now, yes, there are a lot of hotels have come up in the city. Now, how to compete against these brands, these international brands? Now, with regard to our project, we have already tied up with an international brand name called Ramada, which is a part of Wyndham chain. Now, in your life, in your class, there's a class of 50 students or 52 students. The top of 5 students or the top 6 students in the class, there's a competition for the best who will be reaching the top rank. Now, the uniqueness of each student is different. Now, with regard to my hotel, with regard to our property, we are facing the competition in a very, very, very proper module. In terms of finance, we have got a very, very proper financial structuring done so that our hotel pricing, our hotel tariff means the room rack rate or price which you quote for the guest to stay in, is very, very reasonable rate compared to our competitors. Second, positioning of the property. The property has been positioned in such a way it is reachable to all clienteles. The property is positioned in heart of the city where I'm able to reach to clienteles who are catering to shipping segment, who are catering to airline segment. So the port railway station and the central railway station is close proximity, and all the corporate offices are having close proximity to the hotel. Positioning of the property, financials of the property, branding of the property has been done very uniquely in Ramada Hotel. That is the reason why Ramada Hotel, even during this pandemic time, is a successful property. Competition should be there. Good competition is what makes the pencil sharper. If there is no competition, the business doesn't grow. There should be competition in class. You should be having competition in class where students are trying to compete against each other. Who scores the best marks? The guy who has scored 85. The next classmate of yours scores 96 marks. You want to do better than him. So competition is always healthy. Competition is always good for the business to grow. It sharpens the pencil. It sharpens the mind of every business entrepreneur to perform, excel better than others.
Thank you, sir. That was very, very good. And as you talked about the financial system, how are the financial handled in all business areas?
The financials are handled in a very, very stringent way. Let me tell you with an example of the same hotel project which we are running by name Ramada. The financial side has to be quoted within quotes, has to be done in stringent way in the sense that always expect the unexpected to happen. What do I mean by expected? The unexpected to happen. Suddenly we had H1N1 scare in the city. What happens? The first industry to get hit is the hotel industry. If there's a terrorist strike where Taj Hotel was struck by terrorists, the first industry to get affected is the hotel industry. If there's a pandemic like COVID-19 spreads in the globe, the first industry to get affected is the hotel industry. Now, during these times, if you look, hospitality industry suffers a lot because no travel and tourism happens, hotel occupancy drops down, the commitment with the staff are there, the statutory payments with the government is there. the company needs to survive even during these times. So, what what have we done to face all these things? What have we taken measures to face this kind of a situation? We have started our homework way back in the month of March, even before the pandemic could take its toll inside India. My company has forecasted. That is where every business entrepreneur who's able to do a proper forecasting, what you expect all the time, all throughout the year, 365 days are not going to be rosy days. You always should be expecting what you cannot be unexpected things might happen to you. You should be always prepared for it. So we have started our homework way back in March. We have reduced our staff strength. We have communicated to our staff the difficulties what the company is going to face. We have taken the consent of each every staff that this is what the situation is going to be online. This is going to be for the coming months. The problem is going to be. Based on that, the company has gone into majorly into e-commerce way of doing business, where food, services, products is being delivered directly to home. Now, if you've been watching the television, or if you've been watching the newspapers, or if you've been watching the magazines, you'll all be seeing, you students will be all be seeing that major outlets have started their e-commerce now. They have started their e-commerce service now. But my company started it on way back on March 6th. Students, forecasting is also a must. Always remember to expect the unexpected and be prepared for it. That will be able to give more maturity in terms of running a good business sector. Always be prepared to face the difficulties and have a proper module how to approach towards it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now we have Jamal Hanif of class 11 to ask his question. Jamal Hanif.
Yes, sir. So basically, you have ventured into multiple things. You are the managing director of Marina Card. You have your Mohammed Ansari General Trading, and you are also the head of Ramada Inn and all that. So in your life till now, you would have your ups and downs. You would have failures. Um, you would have sometimes you might have thought that your business is going to collapse or something like that. So from those experiences, what are some what is some knowledge and things that you can tell us?
Excellent question you asked me, Jamal. Uh, Way back in 2004, when I started my hotel, uh, I, for the first 1 year, the property suffered a lot. The property suffered a lot in the sense that our occupancy was very low, our service was not up to the mark, our product was not up to the mark. We had major issues in pulling up our occupancy. We had various commitments, financial commitments to be kept up to it, and we were not able to fulfill those commitments, and our property was in a very bad shape. I repeat, Ramada, Chennai, Egmore, previously called as Marina Towers in Egmore, which was tied up as called as Comfort in Marina Towers. When it was launched in 2004, we had various problems to face with. Now, as I said, accept challenges, don't turn back from them, face them face to face, and try to succeed. We are all Mumins. We should have a lot of confidence in Allah Ta'ala that yes, we will be successful in whatever we venture into. And that's how the first year of my exposure into hotel property, we had problems which most of the properties have. Now, how did we recover out of it? How did we come out of it, and how this property is doing so well inside our society? It is all because of how we are able to guide the property to come out of it. When we faced the situation, we decided to meet professional people who have been in this field of industry for the last 35 to 40 years. I would like to name one such person by name Mr. Harish Dingra, one of the executive directors in Taj Group of Hotel, who guided us how to maintain this property operational wise, financial wise, in terms of facing competition. He gave us the guidelines, he gave us the rules, he gave us the outline picture how to run this property and make this as a successful one. That in turn was implemented inside the hotel, and it changed a lot. It changed the perspective of the property among the guests, it changed the outlook of the property, it changed everything. Same thing in your class. There might be not all the toppers, there might be students who are averaging in their score, who are doing only average in their marks. Now, if you can spend some time and listen to your faculty, listen to your teaching faculty, have a word with them and see what more you can do to improve in your scores, what more you can do to improvise in your presentation, or more you can do to make your subjects, your presentation more sharper, your scores to get better. That will in turn help you to do better. This is what we did. This is what happened to us, and that's how Ramada Hotel became a very successful property in Chennai. Yes, I want all my good students to listen to this. There are too many hotels around Ramada Hotel. There are a lot of hotels around Ramada. Yet, we are the best among them. We are number one property among them. And still our competitors fear us a lot because our financials are strong, our management is strong, and above all, we have blessings of Allah Ta'ala.
Thank you, sir.
That was super amazing. And I have a question for you, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
Have you ever like mentally or emotionally affected by the losses, or have you ever faced the loss?
Yes, yes. You asked another question with regard to financials. Yes, financials are something like how your body temperature reading is. When we have a normal temperature of 98.6, we are very comfortable, but the same temperature goes about 100, we get the fear that what is wrong with ourselves. Same thing, the parameter of financials are to be monitored every day. You keep monitoring your parameters of financials every day to see what is happening. Yes, negative figures give every entrepreneur a tremble, but who's a successful businessman? In fact, who's a successful leader at this time, which I would like to tell you. If you want to have a successful leader, he's a person who takes negative feedbacks. When you take a negative feedback and understand what is the problem with the client, and you're able to address that to resolve it, then you become a successful businessman, you become a successful leader. When you get a negative feedback, when you get your grades, there's some negativity, you're not scored well or you're not up to the mark, then you address that negativity to overcome it, then you do well. Same thing, yes, I have seen losses, I have seen issues related to my financials report which are not reaching our budgetary figures. It gives us jittery in our mind, but yet when you receive these negative figures, you sit and analyze what has happened. All those people who like to listen only to positiveness are not successful people. People should get negative feedbacks from the client, from the guest. Then you understand where to develop from. The other thing is to be humble, is to be very humble in your approach. You might be having a person sitting opposite to you who is younger than you, but spend some time to listen from him what it would be, which will be beneficial for you, irrespective of age. In our company, yes, we have got youngsters who are sitting around us, guiding us what needs to be done. My auditing team, by name Mr. Punat, is a very young chap. He's a chartered accountant, he's a very young chap. I sit and listen to him. My MBA in finance and marketing, I put it away. I don't take that into importance at all. I am ready to listen to young minds because they come up with a lot of thought, they come up with a lot of process. This helps me to overcome the losses. This helps me to come well prepared how to recover the business from any negative figures.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Um, I think we have a question in the chat box. I shall read
Yeah,
it for you.
yeah, please.
Do you consider OYO as good or bad in hotel industry?
uh, See, OU, as I said to you, competition is must in all the industries. I accept we have three brands of hotel, and OYO is a competition for us also. Nevertheless, OYO module is different, and our module way of running business is totally different. Our module of running business is that we are tied up with an international chain, and we cater to clients throughout the global market, throughout the global sector we cater. OYO module of running business is totally a different platform. Their platform is totally on a different sector, and their product is not to that of a four-star or a five-star category hotel. If you take the premium properties in the city, if you take Ramada Hotel, Ramada Plaza, or if you take ITC Grand Chola, or if you take Hyatt, or if you take Hilton, or if you take any premium properties, they benchmark their properties by giving the utmost comfort to the client and at a price range what they categorize it as. But in our hotel, what we have done, we give the largest rooms, we give the best of the facilities, we give the best of the amenities, yet our prices are very cheap. For 360 square feet of beautiful room, neatly interior done, we give a price range which is very attractive to the clients. OU product is not in category to us, but it matches to my second property by name Marina Inn. Yes, they do give us a competition, but this healthy competition has to be looked in terms of being prepared how to get back our clients from OU.
Thank you, sir. I shall ask you my next question. How was the international exposure doing MBA helpful in hotel project?
I finished my MBA in '98 in Cleveland, in area called Cleveland in Ohio. I specialized in finance and marketing over there. My exposure in MBA has been very, very helpful for me in coming up with my hotel, not only in my hotel projects, but it has certainly helped me with regards to my exports and imports of fresh fruits globally. Today, if my company is importing fruits from United States of America, we are importing fruits from Iran, we are importing fresh fruits from Turkey. All these things is possible is because of the MBA exposure, where you are able to meet your fellow students from different culture. You have students next to you sitting from China, you have students next to you sitting from Turkey, you have students next to you sitting from US. So you happen to meet various students from various culture, which in terms help you to form a very good business relationship. It gives you a very good business platform.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And we have myself asking a question. I shall read it for you.
Yeah, please.
Does accountancy has any value in business?
Let me let me tell you. Let me give an example. What accountancy is all about. You would all be seeing cricket match. Everybody watches cricket match. We have seen IPL, we have seen 2020, we have been seeing in different formats, 50-50 format, test matches. Now, let me compare the cricket match to a job of an accountant. In the cricket match, you have a person who's recording the scoreboard, right?
Yes.
Now, the person who's recording the scoreboard is the accountant. An accountant's job is to enter every transaction which happens day in, day out. Money in, money out, cash in, cash out, withdrawal, deposit. The accountant's job is exactly similar to what an scoreboard keeper does in the cricket match. But the players, they are the people who decide the match, not the accountant. If the players have to lose the match, there's nothing the accountant can be blamed of. But yet, accountant plays a vital role because he enters the transaction every day done. This transaction helps us to understand where the organization is heading. Yes, accountant's job is very important.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Now, let me ask one more question. What is the importance of expansion in the industry and diversification?
Uh, this is a very good question. Expansion in the industry and diversification in the industry. See, the expansion in the industry is a very, very must. Is because, as I told you, that too many hotels, too many competitions are happening. If you're a standalone company, if you're a standalone hotel, what happens is that the competition eats you. Competition overcomes you or overdrives you. You lose in the competition. The reason why we expanded in our hotel side is that so that we are able to cover all segments of hotel. Now, like the previous question was asked about OYO. Keeping OYO in mind, keeping budget segment in mind, that is the reason my company started Marina Inn Hotel, which is a budget category hotel. Now, the third category hotel which is starting is again a budget category hotel. The scenario of having an expansion as a module must be there to survive. If you don't expand, if you remain as a single property or if you remain as a single ownership property, it does not survive for a very long time. Why diversification is required? Rightly asked, this question was a very good question. Diversification is a must is because now the COVID-19 issue is going on. Everybody is knowing about it. What is happening? Financial sectors are closed. No transactions are happening. All the industries have been given a time schedule to operate. Now, how to survive, how to go on with this pandemic and also do financially sound business is where the diversification comes. That is where Marina Cart was started, keeping in mind that not only the essential items will be given to every clientele, every household in the Chennai, but we'll be giving all the amenities, all the necessity items to the customers, to the clients in the city. So diversification is a must because, like I've been telling you previously in a very clear sentence, a good businessman should be prepared to be expecting always the unexpected. This is a highlight, this is a very core sentence. This is what make him to diversify business so that even if one sector is having a problem, even if one of his divisions is not able to perform, the other division will be able to support him during this time of crisis.
Thank you, sir. We have a couple of questions in the chat box before going to
Yes,
that.
sir.
Students, if you have any questions, you can type your name and your name will be called. You can unmute your mic and speak. Okay, I'll ask the questions from Nishad Mohammed. What will
Yeah.
you say for the person who has an aim to become a businessman or an entrepreneur?
I will tell him three things. If he wants to become a businessman or entrepreneur, the first very important thing is that obedience. Obedience plays a very, very vital role in being a very successful businessman. In my college career, in my college studies, during my BCom in Loyola College, I have been one of the very punctual students in not even missing one of my classes. Very proud to say that even today my faculty remembers me because I used to be sitting in the first bench, first row, and none of my classes have been missed. I've been one of the obedient students and they remember me very well. Successful businessman should first have obedience in putting his fullest efforts in understanding what he's up to. Yes, expect failures. Every failure will be a lesson. Every failure will make you to understand where you are. It is part of the business life. All businesses are not successful. There are circumstances, you should be prepared to face it. But obedience is number one, which everybody who want to become an entrepreneur should understand. This is first factor which I would like to tell. Second, listen to people. When you want to become a businessman, first try to listen to expertise, listen to people who are knowledgeable in their various fields. Ramada Hotel, like I said, is successful is because we listen to people. We went to them in never showed our ego, never showed what financial strength we had. We spent time with all the directors in Taj Hotel. In fact, I forgot to tell, I was a trainee in Taj group of hotels for about a year. So when I started my project, I went to all the directors, Mr. T. Nadarajan, who's the secretary in Federation of Hotel Restaurant Association of India, Mr. Harish Jingra. I personally went to them, listened to them, understood what they're putting across to us. This will be a nurture for us to understand how to promote our business. And finally, the very important aspect is that never have ego. Never have ego in business. This is a very, very important aspect. Put aside ego, and they might be young, they might be younger than our age, they might be financially not well off in front of us, but yet take them into your business circle and try to promote along with them. This is more important.
Thank you, sir. Now let me call Faisal to ask his question. Faisal, the screen is yours.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. This is Faisal.
Welcome, Islam.
The question for you is, what is the core value that makes the company to perform well even during this pandemic?
The core value for a company to perform even during this pandemic starts in a form of a pyramid shape. Have you all seen a pyramid shape? A pyramid,
Yes, sir.
the pyramid shape resembles in a US $1 bill. If you have seen in $1 bill of a US currency note, you will see a shape of pyramid in the US $1 bill. Now, that $1 bill signifies a lot of message. Now, let it be a pandemic time or let it be any form of crisis, the person who sits on the top is the deciding factor. The top man decides what happens to the business either during the good times or either during the bad times. So the management rests on the decisions made by the top authority sitting on the edge of the top of the pyramid. So he is the deciding factor, he is the deciding man, he is the chairman, he is the managing director, he is the one who is going to take it forward. Now, even during this pandemic, what makes the difference? Like I said, listen to people, listen to your colleagues, how we are supposed to move forward. Because it cannot be as a one man deciding factor. It has to be a group effort, it has to be a collective effort, which has happened in my case. Today, Marina Card caters to more than 5,000 clients, more than 10,000 clients in the cities because I listen to people to understand what and how I'm supposed to take it forward. That will make a difference, not in pandemic time. In every time, it makes a major difference.
Thank you, sir. We have a question from Abdul. How to overcome financial failures or business failures?
How to overcome financial failures and business failures. Okay. Now, like I've been telling you, the starting of Ramada Hotel, the first year of the property, yes, we had negative figures in our profit and loss account, in our P&L account. When we looked at our performance, the first year was not up to the mark. But every negative figure has to be looked in a positive way to understand that, yes, if I have scored, my cutoff mark is 50 and I have scored 40, yes, I have got chances to do better than this. In our perspective of negative figures is that we took it as a challenge and we analyzed those figures, what went wrong, where did we do the mistake, why did we not approach in writing this answer well prepared, or why did we not get this question properly attended to. Same thing in the business. If there is a negative figure, yes. If there's a loss, yes, it gives you a parameter reading that something needs to be corrected. Something needs to be done to tune it properly. Once you fine tune it, you recover it. But the problem is that when you're doing fine tuning, when you want to come out of the loss, you have to take the guidance of the right person. Right chartered accountants, right auditing team, right financial team should be in place to suggest you how to overcome the problem.
Thank you, sir. Let me now call Nishar Mohammed to ask his question. He has a couple of questions to ask you.
Please, please, please.
Nishar Mohammed. Mm, uh, I don't think he's responding. I'll read his questions for you, sir.
Please.
Who is your role model as a businessman?
My role model is my father, Mr. Janab N. Mohammed Hanif. He is a man of visionary. I have great respect and regards for him. It was his guidance, it was his way of upcoming in my life, turned me into a very good business entrepreneur. In fact, I have told you that my college days, I have never missed even one single day of my class. So is my MBA class also. Even today, in my organization, where nearly about 350 staff are working, they've got utmost respect and regards for them, because right from the lower level staff to the higher level staff to the top level directors working in my company, I wish them, I greet them, and I ask them anything needs to be done for them. Because my father has taught me a very simple thing in my life: always be humble. Humbleness will help you to grow in your life. Never show what financial strength you have behind. Because if Allah Ta'ala thinks, everything can be changed next second. If He thinks, He can turn anything around. So humbleness in life should be always there. That will help you to upcome, that will help you to come up in your life in a better way.
Thank you, sir. That was very deep. Let me ask my final question. What is very important aspect in being a leader?
A good leader, good leadership quality, if I have to summarize in today's discussion with all you good students, is first and foremost, always try to get feedback from people. When I meant feedback is that try to get back negative feedbacks. People will give a lot of positiveness about you. Getting positiveness feedback will never make you achieve better. Getting negative feedbacks about you, which will help you to correct yourself in business or in your school or in your career, that will help you to sharpen your skills. In your school times, in your educational times, there are a lot of negativity which might be there, which people will not be feeling to put it across to you, but listen to them, ask them. That will help you to become much more sharper. Second, like I've been telling you, humbleness is much more necessity. Obedience should be there, and forget about ego. Ego should be never be there in our minds. All these qualities which I've been talking to you for in this discussion, if these are the important factors which will make you a very good leader.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, before we wrap up the session, few motivational words for us to excel in our studies and be a successful person as you.
First and foremost, I would like to say that I am not a success. I don't want to say that I'm a very successful businessman. I would like to say that I'm a very humble businessman. I want all my students who are part of this interactive section to be very successful. I want to see them, like I've told in the beginning of the interaction itself, that I want my good students in this interaction to come up very good in their life. I want them to be blossomed in the society in such a way that our community is recognized. Our community has got importance in the society. When Abdul Rahman invited me for this discussion, and when he told that something needs to be done for our people, I was very happy to be part of it. So, what I would put it across to you is that never ever back off. Always keep trying, put your hard work, never be afraid of failures. Failures is part of life. It is a passing cycle. Failure is just a passing cycle. If you fail, if you fear of the failures, then you will never succeed. My fellow students, never fear of any failures. Be adamant in your reach. Be adamant in what you want to achieve. That will reach you to successfulness. And that is what in turn has made Mr. Ansari, who is addressing you today, to be one of the most
successful businessman in Chennai.
Yes, sir. Jazakallah. Thank you, sir. Your
Thank
words
you.
have been imprinted deep and will continue to resound as we trek forward in our life journey. To
Thank
propose the
you.
vote of thanks, I would like to call Mohammed Miran of class 11. Mohammed Miran, the screen is yours.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A graceful and warm evening to our most valuable guests, teachers, and my dear friends. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, Muhammad Miran, on behalf of Sana Model School, first of all extend my most sincere thanks to Almighty Allah. On my own behalf, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to the guest of honor, Mr. Mohammed Tamimul Ansari, for sparing his valuable time to be with us this evening. We are thankful to you, sir, for inspiring us with your profound knowledge. You have explored the possibilities and helped us find ways to reach the horizon. We really very much owe to Almighty, and I continuously pray to provide us such opportunities in plenty. I once again extend a special thanks to you, sir, and thanks a lot to one and all present here. Jazakallahu khair.
Thank you, Brother Miran. Thank you, sir, for making time in your busy schedule to join us this day. It's been my pleasure to host this evening. Let me end the session with a beautiful quote. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. So let's dream, work hard, and succeed in life, inshallah. I wish you all a pleasant day. Thank you.
Okay, just one more thing. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Just wanted to personally thank Tamim bhai very much for sparing your valuable time and coming and encouraging our students. MashaAllah, we need models and leaders such as yours.
Thank you,
to
sir.
come
Thank
and
you.
inspire our students. Inshallah, it has been a very beneficial session for all of us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We'd like to invite you to our school also, inshallah, once everything is come back to normal. Inshallah,
In fact, we are launching one international catering course online, and Abdul Rahman wanted me to host that. I will get it organized and I will be letting you know.
Inshallah. Great.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
And Mr. Ansari, Mr. Nurul Amin, the founder and correspondent, and our schoolmate is with you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
He's from 93 batch, and we are 92.
Okay. Okay.
Mashallah.
I'm your junior. Mashallah. Junior everything.
And
all DB batchmates, sir.
And boys, I would also like to introduce the Marina cart, which has been launched recently. I will share with you. It has been until now, mashallah, excellent service for the past 5 months, even during the lockdown, and whatever it may be, you order and it gets delivered within an hour's time or a couple of hours time, mashallah. And Mr. Ansari, if you could put some words on that for these students who can make use of that, inshallah.
Yeah, Marina Cart is an online e-commerce portal. It is available on your Google Play Store. It is also available on iOS platform for Apple mobile phones also. You can download it from Google Play Store as Marina Cart. Now, Marina Cart does valuable services for all products. From all the products from A to Z, we have got listed every individual essential items, necessary items for all the people in Chennai. So kindly, you can use this platform for any requirement, because now this pandemic is going on. I believe that there are a lot of issues for our people to get essential items during these times. So my dear fellow students, you can download it. You can use this app for any essential items which your parents or which your relatives might be requiring during these hours. We are having services of delivery through Swiggy, through Zomato. We have delivery through Swiggy. We are listed in Swiggy. Apart from that, we have our own delivery service also, which are catering to Chennai clients throughout Chennai.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jazakallah khair once again.
Jazakallah khair.
Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Wa alaikum assalam. Jazakallah.
क्या मज़ा बोले?
अब्बा शुरू कर दे फिर भी एंडिंग स्टार्टिंग एंड एंडिंग